We're celebrating acts of kindness today, and this guy in California is showing us how being helpful can come full circle.
Hey, Chief, I got this crazy idea. I'm going to put teddy bears in a police car and bring them up to Children's Hospital. I think the kids really get a kick out of it.
That was 30 years ago, when Brian Hardy was just a few years into being a member of the Coronado Police Department. He got the idea when, during a visit to Rady Children's Hospital, he noticed the toy collection bin.
I asked the nurse at the station there, why are there so few toys? And she said, well, our donations are way down this year. We don't have a lot of toys for the kids in the hospital.
So Brian bought the first 12 bears himself. Then the teddy bear drive started to spread to other departments across the county, collecting as many as 75,000 bears, with a huge delivery caravan to Rady every December. Brian says he will never forget the impact bringing a little joy to one terminally ill child had on his fellow officers.
And this little girl was maybe 4, 5 years old, and all those cops, every one of them, walked out of there with crying their eyes out.
A few years later, Brian found himself on the other side when a doctor at Rady told him his 2-year-old daughter Sarah's appendix had burst.
He said, my daughter was very, very sick. She may not make it till morning, but he says, we're going to do our best to save her life.
They did, and it happened to be the morning of the teddy bear caravan.
It was just like, I always said it was like an episode of The Twilight Zone, because it was like things were turned around. Suddenly, I was in the hospital and the cops were coming with teddy bears.
Brian has received many thank yous, but it's what one girl told him a few years ago that has stayed with him.
You gave me a teddy bear when I was 5 years old. And now she's, oh my gosh, she's like 20-something, and she goes, I never forgot that. If you could see what we see, the children just light up when you bring in these bears. Thank you for, from all the thousands and thousands of kids at Children's Hospital.
After surviving COVID-19, Megan Blake found a way to support those on the front lines. It came in the form of these so-called blessing baskets.
Full of goodies for first responders, teachers, and nurses. It all started out of my house.
In a matter of days, word spread quickly, as did the generosity, bringing Kelsey Knutson into the fold.
So many people want to give back, but they're scared to leave their house, or they don't want to leave their house, and rightfully so. So this really gives them an opportunity to know and kind of live vicariously through us.
Prior to this weekend, the two delivered dozens of baskets to hospitals and schools.
There's always the people that are like, oh, this isn't real, or like, you don't need to wear a mask. And so the biggest thing I've learned this week is like, how much those words affect our first responders.
On Saturday morning, she learned KCFD Captain Robert Bobby Rocha lost his battle against COVID. Then Sunday,
at 7 a.m., I had a text message from the same firefighter saying, hey, we lost another member in the line of duty. And it was already real, but then it was just even more devastation.
The pair spent this afternoon, just like the day before, assembling more baskets before traveling to deliver them to Rocha's colleagues.
His came together to drop some stuff off for you guys.
Thank you very much.
Of course, lots of energy drinks, coffee.
Thank you.
So
Thank
you're
you
welcome.
very much.
My pleasure. Yeah, hang in there. Thanks for everything you're doing.
Making 2 stops.
It's just here to give you
so much.
this to say sorry for the loss and enjoy some snacks on us. And thank you for all your hard work.
Hey, thank you so much.
We're taking you to Kindland next.